I don't know about you guys, this has been my favorite meeting place so far. I mean, this is awesome for me. So, as far as my vote goes, I say we come back here. But either way, this is John J. Myers. This is a man who is out there involved in the political process, who agrees with kind of our ideals, and has opened his doors up to our organization as a professional, as a politician, and just as a human being. So give it up, John J.
Well, welcome to the Free-Man. All right, America loves wars. You know, I mean, America just loves wars. It seems like we have a war on poverty, a war on drugs, a war on terror, a war on everything. We have all of these wars, and then you got to think about it. Almost everything that our government does gets a little screwed up. In particular, with marijuana or with the drug war as a whole. And if you think about it, the drug war started in 1971. And the Department of Education started in 1979. Now, compared to other countries that are similar to this country, we have the worst education, the worst educated people, and drugs are more rampant than they've ever been ever. So, you know, our government doesn't do anything right. If they were really going to try to do something about drugs, they should have a Department of Drug Distribution and a war on education. Because they seem to get these things wrong. You know, you have people saying like, you know, and if our government did have a war on education, it would look a little like this. There'd be some guy in the back alley going, "Hey man, you got any physics? You got physics?" And people will be getting physics because our government doesn't have it. You know, I was on Tuesday. We were on the trail around Texas because I'm running for United States Senate. I am only senator running for United States Senate that is for marijuana legalization/decriminalization. Even the Democrat couldn't pull it off. I don't know what that's all about. So anyway, we were turning around, and we got a call from CNBC. I wasn't in the RV at the time. We got a call from CNBC, and they wanted someone to speak on drug legalization and on marijuana. And I was more than willing to do it. I was very excited to do it. The first thing that I did was message Sean. And I said, you know what, I want to go on there, guns blazing, on every statistic you can give me. I want to go through there and just knock this out of the park. By the time we got back to the RV, they had found a different guy to do the interview. But the guy did a reasonable job. He did it, you know, he did a reasonable job, but he was up against a statist that used to be the George W. Bush's drug advisor. And this guy has got it down. Now, I would have trampled him. But unfortunately, the guy they got instead of me was thrown off his game. Like, they'd use statistics. Like, and I think that I want to share with you the video because I taped it, so that we all understand if someone asks you to speak on drug legalization, know there's going to be a guy on the other side. And he's going to be up against you, and he's going to say all sorts of stuff, like, there's 50% more carcinogens in marijuana, you know, than cigarettes. And the thing is, well, people don't smoke a pack of joints a day. You know what I mean? But they do smoke a pack of cigarettes. So you get more carcinogens off of cigarettes ever than you get off of marijuana. But this is a little statistic that they try to throw at you. You know, and then, obviously, we all like to mention the Netherlands. Well, you know, you got to have all your stats there, because the guy said, well, you know what, in the Netherlands, they're taking a different turn. They're only letting it be legal for the people that live there. And they decided, well, you know why that is? Because there's 5 million people that want to get in there and smoke a joint. You know what I mean? If it was legal everywhere, if marijuana was legal across the world, you wouldn't have 5 million tourists clamoring into your town just to smoke a joint. And that was their big, you know, that was their big issue. But, you know, because we know if we legalize marijuana, monkeys will start having sex with cats. And fathers will sell their daughters to space aliens. Because the world will completely change if we do that. Actually, it would completely change, but it wouldn't be quite so bad as the mainstream media wants you to pretend that it is. Now, one thing, yeah, I kid around a lot, but one of the things that at the last meeting they had, there was a father who got up and spoke about his daughter. And his daughter had been in a wheelchair. She couldn't, they had to take her around. She couldn't do anything. This hit home so hard. They had to take her everywhere. She basically was sucking out of a straw. She couldn't move. She couldn't interact. She was there, but she couldn't interact with people. And the father did this whole story, and I was like, oh my God, this is the most horrible thing. And he said, but then we gave her cannabis. We took her to California and put her on cannabis. And here she is. And she got up and gave a great speech, just like I'm giving right now. Well, maybe not as great as my speech. No, it was actually much. It was actually much more inspiring than this. And it really inspired me to like also consider everything. When I'm talking about marijuana, I need to cover all the bases. There's a lot of bases to cover. But to me, as a libertarian, marijuana is about freedom. It's about freedom to live your life as you see fit, to do with your life the things that you want to do, as long as you don't hurt somebody else. It's nobody's business. I don't care how many carcinogens are in it. I don't. I also like butter. You know, I like lots of butter. You know, and I don't need someone else telling me how bad butter is. You know, I will make those decisions myself. And you know, obviously, no one is stopping someone from doing marijuana anyway. Now, I wanted to. A lot of people are going to say, "Well, John Jay, can you win the Senate race? We got to know if you can win the Senate race." Why? Because there's a slim chance, that I might not win this race. But if I don't win it, the chances are that Ted Cruz is going to win it. Now, I am the only one in this race that is hardcore about the war on drugs. I'm actually hardcore about the complete decriminalization of all drugs. But marijuana is a starting point where, to me, marijuana is one of those things that we can start with marijuana, and I'll show you how good that goes, and then we can move on and stop locking people up for all of these things. So, the basic gist of it is this. When you vote for me, when you tell your friends to vote for me, and then I end up getting 10 to 15% of the vote, and the Republicans and the Democrats go, what the hell is that guy running on? You know what I mean? If this guy is getting 10 to 15% of the vote, what are his issues? Because he's messing up our system. We thought we had this locked down. You know, and we need to send a message, you don't have this locked down. If you don't hear us, if you don't hear the message about ending all these crazy wars that we're involved in, then you're going to eventually lose. I'm going to be the determining factor. In other words, even if I don't win, maybe I will cause the other guy to win, or maybe a libertarian someplace else causes the Democrat to win, or maybe whoever, whatever you want to call it. I don't care what you call it. I call it voting your heart. You know? And when you vote your heart and you put that out there, and these people go, well, what is he running on? Maybe they will take the time to say, well, maybe we should think about marijuana legalization. Because right now they're not thinking about it. They're not thinking about you guys. All right, that's it. I didn't want to do a short speech, so that was it. But I have yard signs in the back of here, and if you take a yard sign and put it in your yard, I'd appreciate it. We have bumper stickers, but please don't take a bumper sticker unless you're going to put it on your bumper. We're a low budget campaign. If you're not going to put it on your car, don't take the bumper sticker. We've got a sign-up sheet, too, where you can help we'll sign you up, and then we'll send you information about our Facebook and stuff like that, and you can help spread the word. And that's the 3 planks that I'm running on is basically end the wars that we're in across the world, end the wars, end the corporatism that we have in Washington, and then live your life as you see fit. Thank you.